Now, back to the morning roast with Bonta and Shasky.
We'll get right back into the Niners at the top of the hour. We're going to talk to a good friend of the program. He's been supporting 95.7 The Game for a long, long time. We won't hold it against him that he's a Raider fan. My man has been doing a lot of work in the NFL for the NFL Alumni Association. He's the director of branding. Just had a celebrity golf classic last week at the Presidio Golf Course, Shasky. And I'm sad that I missed it. I was in Chi-Town.
Concordia Club?
Yeah, there you go. Charlie Boots is on the air. It's long time overdue. Charlie, what's happening, my man?
Bonta, Shasky, how are you guys? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm surprised you're up, man, because the way you get down, I'm like, man, 6:30, 6:50. Might be a little too early for you.
Hey, everybody gets up for the morning roast. That's what gets everybody going out here.
That's a drop. There you go, Charlie. Shasky, ask about the golf classic. You're the resident golfer here.
Yeah, I think my buddy was playing in it, in fact. And so, what were you guys doing out at the Presidio last week?
Oh, it was beautiful. So the San Francisco Celebrity Golf Classic was there to benefit Cure Alzheimer's. We had MLB Hall of Famer Eddie Murray out there,
nice.
Chili Davis, Vita Blue. We had Warriors, Giants, Niners, Raiders. It was a party for a great cause, and I hope. Bonta, I know you were getting rained on in Chicago, but I hope you guys could be out there enjoying yourselves next year.
Oh, no. We will definitely be there next year. There's no doubt about that. We will make that happen. I was really sad that I couldn't make it happen because, I know what you do, especially with the NFL alumni. You're now the director of branding, and you're talking to everybody. I've seen you talk to Dick Butkus. I've seen you talk to all the ex-Raiders, Jim Otto, Lincoln Kennedy, Santonio Holmes. So tell us about what you're doing at the NFL Alumni Association, because I think this is really, really cool what you're doing with them.
Well, we're trying to change the game. So like you said, all those great athletes, those great people, they make up the NFL alumni. 2 years ago, we opened the NFL Alumni Academy, which was taking place in Canton, Ohio. And we were signing running backs and linemen, offensive and defensive, that were unsigned or undrafted, training them for the whole NFL season with Hall of Famers and NFL alumni to get them back into the NFL. And we got over 50 guys back to the league. Now, this year, in year 3, we're expanding to all positions. It's moving down to Arlington, Texas. And it's incredible, fellas. We're going to be not only training all positions, but guys that we don't get back into the NFL will have guaranteed contracts in the XFL, thanks to Danny Garcia, The Rock, and the folks over at the XFL. So this is exciting for the game of football.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just feel like this is an important thing to highlight because so many people, I don't care if you play soccer your whole life, baseball, basketball, football, once it's over, it's really tough. I think it's really hard for people to pivot in life, when their chances have kind of come up to an end. And so I just kind of wanted to highlight that. And I bet it's really difficult hearing from these guys who've dedicated their whole life to football, and then all of a sudden it's done.
Exactly, Shasky. And you think these guys, their whole life, they've been the best athlete on their team from pee-wees up to high school. Then they get to college, and it's just simply an opportunity game. There's only 32 franchises in the NFL. Then they drop down to 53 men, and it's like the opportunities are boom, boom, like a vacuum. But we're hoping that the NFL Alumni Academy and the XFL and the USFL and all these different opportunities that are arising in pro football wind up being a lane that we see some talent. I mean, look at the past year of the USFL and the XFL. How many guys just got their opportunity in the eyeballs, and now they're back in the pros.
Yeah, the backup for the Carolina Panthers.
Right. P.J. Walker.
Yeah, I knew it was a Walker. He's a ball player. Yeah.
He looked like Willie Beeman when he came out.
I love me some Willie Beeman. Charlie Boots on the air, director of branding for NFL Alumni and the NFL Academy, host of the NFL Alumni Lounge on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
Nice.
And check out the Charlie Boots Show on YouTube. Charlie does a great job doing this stuff. And the Celebrity Golf Classic. So you had Eddie Murray out there. You had Chili Davis and Vita Blue.
He had my homie Dylan Smith out there. He's a ringer.
I think I saw Jason Dubas out there as well.
Can I get a group? Put me in with Dylan. Dylan's a stick. I mean, this guy's like a straight ringer.
He actually won it.
Did he?
He won it. Yeah, the team at Luxor won. They had Dylan and they had Ryan Winters. So
the long drive guy.
Yeah, Guinness Book of World Records champion on their team too.
Oh my
That's
God!
unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a stick. He's an absolute stud. That's really get me out there. My dad will play in any foursome at any time, and so will I.
I'll tell you what, guys, and we had everybody in the morning. Everybody was getting down on Buena Vista came out and did their Irish.
Oh, yeah.
coffee. So
Very
I
cool.
think that gave those guys a leg up. I saw them avoiding the Irish coffees. That could have been it.
I was thinking it was the CBD, but that's neither here nor there.
So during the NFL season, kind of take us through what you're going about.
Yeah.
How do you set up for the XFL and the USFL? Is now the time to start recruiting those players to get them to the XFL and the USFL to kind of dress them up for the NFL next season? What is the process like once the NFL season kicks off?
So right now, application portal's open. So if you're a former player or know a player that was just cut or undrafted, send them to NFLalumniacademy.com. That's NFLalumniacademy.com. They can register there. Our scouts are former pro coaches, pro scouts, so they'll be looking over all the tape and then doing the reach outs. We will open October 3rd, and we'll go for the remainder of the season. Camp will break in December, so it's going to be 4 sets throughout the season of 60 athletes at a time. So there'll be over 200 athletes will come through the academy this year, and we're hoping for nice big numbers returning to the NFL before the XFL opportunity opens up.
Absolutely. Now, Charlie, you've talked with a lot of different players over the years. I want to know the guy who your impression of before was completely different after you talked with them. Either they were a big-time jerk, beforehand and it ended up being real nice, or vice versa.
I got to say, two guys that were just phenomenal guys, and to this day are pals. Like you said earlier, Bonta, was Dick Butkus, who's one of the biggest jokesters. I
Really?
got electrocuted me. Yeah, I got electrocuted during an interview with Dick Butkus, and
What?
and Broadway Joe Namath. Just two of the most stand-up guys I ever met in my life.
I love that.
Jeez, that's wild. That's wild. And I'm looking at Charlie's Instagram page, and I'm like, how's he getting all these interviews, man? Like, how is he getting Dick Butkus? How is he getting Jim Otto and Lincoln Kennedy? He's there at the Hall of Fame, all the great Raiders, and it was good to see. I know you're a big-time Raider fan, but it was good to see Cliff Branch get his due, although it was after he passed away.
Yeah.
NFL's got to fix that. They did the same thing with Kenny Stabler. We got to get these Raiders in the Hall of Fame before they leave us on this planet.
And you know what? I was there at the party. There was a lot of those Niner guys. Steve Young was there getting down at the party. You know what? Cliff Branch, if you're in the Bay Area and you ever met Cliff Branch, he always had the most electric smile of all time. And it was a special night. Mark Davis and the Raiders did a great job for Cliff. And some of those guys, some of those Hall of Famers you mentioned, Bonta, they'll be joining us at the NFL Alumni Academy, which is really cool. When you think you might have just gotten cut from your team, you're feeling hopeless, and now you're getting coached up by a Hall of Famer. So we're hoping that the legacies of those men continue to give to the game.
Hey, Charlie, the first time I ever met you in the Oakland Coliseum parking lot, you were cool then, you're cooler now, and you're doing the damn thing, man. We support this program. We can't wait for the Golf Classic, the SF Celebrity Golf Classic, to be back here next year. We will be there, I promise you. I may not be playing golf.
Yeah,
Shasky will be there,
Put me in Dylan's group.
No.
Hey, done deal. We'll build a beast, and I appreciate you guys so much for having us on to
Very
talk
cool.
about the NFL Alumni Academy. And I'm always up with the morning roast.
There we
it.
go.
Love
Hey,
it.
503 Sports too, man. You got me connected with them, and I was rocking that John Taylor jersey last week. So we love you guys over there as well. Charlie, thanks so much for the time, man.
Absolutely. Take care, fellas.
All right, Charlie Boots here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game.